do not want to do anything. I was thinking about it, right? So like when I going back to what we talked about, like being at Popeyes, right? So we're at Popeyes, this kid's scrolling, and I'm trying to order, and this dude's just scrolling on his phone. And I sit there, instead of being like, this dumb motherfucker, I was like, dude, if I lost everything and I had to work here at Popeyes, I'd be a manager really fast. I would run this shit. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take over this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna stop me? What are you gonna
Yeah,
do? Like,
yeah.
you're on a phone and you're scrolling. I will fucking run this place. I was like, huh, should I apply here? Like, you mean it's one of those things of like, okay, if it goes worse, I'm applying here and I'll be
Yeah.
running this bitch within 2 months. I'll be the manager here. Watch. You know what I mean? It's nothing negative about people, but it's also sitting there saying, like, I have a skill set.
Yeah.
Boom. I was taught things they were not taught. And if you're on your phone and there's a customer in front of you and you don't know to have your phone, I know for a fact you've never been chewed out before.
Yep.
No one has ever chewed you out where you're just like, what did I do? What did I do so much to make this person so angry at me? Right. So I already know I have an advantage over you. You just doing that alone, I have an advantage. I was talking to a friend of mine that got out of the military, and he was like, kind of like lost, and like looking at. I was like, look, man, got to find your purpose.
Yeah.
Help people out. That's all you gotta do. Help somebody out. Figure out whatever it is. If it's mowing an elderly woman's grass, that might seem small to other people, but that's a big deal. You're helping people. You're putting out good vibes in the universe. You're helping people out. You're doing really good things. Do that. If you so happen to do lawn mowing at the same time frame and you can charge $100 for a lawn,
Yeah.
then you can make a 6-figure business out of doing that. But you're helping people. Why not? You're
Why not?
talented in it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And so I think a lot of us veterans, we really need to get to the thing idea of saying we need to stop talking about like bragging about how broken we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we ever do. I got this issue. I got this mental issue. I got this. And it's like, man, dude, why at this point right now, the military is the worst thing to join. If you think about it, you look at everyone, you're like, why the fuck would I join if I'm going to be like these
Right.
guys?
Mm-hmm.
They're all broken. They're all mentally disturbed, all this and that. And I'm not saying we don't have issues. I'm not saying that. A lot of us has a lot of key issues, but those issues do not stop us. Man, there's some people who have some real challenging in life and they're still moving forward and they have no training. We all have training. You're telling me that
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And so I think it's just the way we look at each other too, as well. Like I said, we come out here and we kind of open arms each other, but we never highlight the cool people that are doing cool
Yeah.
shit. There's a lot
Absolutely.
more of us doing cool shit than there is doing that. We just feel bad for that one dude
Mm-hmm.
who's having trouble with alcohol. And so that's doing that things. Instead of sitting there saying like, no, man, you're not having trouble. Your trouble is you're on alcohol. Get off the
Yeah.
alcohol.
It's you.
You don't need to
Yep.
be drinking, right? There are some people that drinking for them is a problem. And instead of we trying to make them help them feel better and doing that, it's like, no, man, we need to make you get you away. So we get you away from alcohol
Yep.
and hold you for that, for not drinking alcohol.
Yep.
And if you keep drinking alcohol and you keep having problems, then that's on you. But let's, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to baby that
Yeah.
person of like, oh, here's $50. Or you can say, my thing is like, no, homie, you need to stop, get off the goddamn, you need to stop
Yeah.
with that, the booze.
Yep.
It's too much. It's what it is.
But I'll end it with this because it's late on my side of the world.
No, it's not late. It's perfectly fine. This is what it happens when you're East Coast, and now I can just go. So we're going. We got another 3 hours in us.
No, we don't. But I end it with this, and I'm glad that you brought that stuff up because I feel like it does go back to what you said before. Know your purpose.
No.
Know what your purpose is in your life. Know what your purpose is going to be the next 5 years from now, the next 10 years from now. Know what your purpose is going to be when you graduate high school. Know your purpose when you graduate college. Know your purpose when you come out of the military. Know your purpose. Know it, figure it out, and always remember there's resources out there to help you out or whatnot if you need help. Again, like I said, I'm grateful for those veteran organizations, veteran, social media for having those veteran pages on there for veterans to connect and everything else. But at the end of the day, know your purpose.
So we
Later,
won't
Mike.
end there. No. What are you doing with AI?
Huh?
What are you doing with AI?
I was doing the photos, the thumbnails, but
Thumbnails? How you
that
liking
was
that?
about it. Yeah, it
That's
was
it? Are you
pretty
using
good
it for
just
anything
to
else?
type. Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up. We'll have to save this for another conversation. But I was talking to one of my friends. He's a psychiatrist, and he went to a conference in San Francisco. And the conference was about AI, how they're creating this AI mechanism where they're able to read your brain waves to know if you're sad, if you're mad, if you're angry, and what's causing it, and everything else. So the question I asked him was, do you feel that sometime as the years progress, that AI is going to replace the doctor. And you gave me an answer, but I'll save that for the next time.
No, man, we got plenty of time, dude. No, this is not a thing. Hey, I will tell you, man. Honestly, I would tell you, man. Like, if you have a job, there is a chance some of it could be replaced, man. Real talk.
That's true. That's true.
And so, what I would say to you is, it's time to get educated. It's time to use the rest of this year to understand what this is. And I'm actually getting, because I'll be one of the first people to like for it to replace. It's meant to replace admin people.
Yeah.
They're going to replace like 42% of admin people already. So what I'm doing is sitting there saying, okay, if that's the issue, then let me go ahead and start getting more education. Let me start getting more like certifications, so I can get at higher levels where you still need to deal with a person to chew out. Let me get that high up where I can just like either yell at people or they yell at me.
Yeah.
And I can yell at more people. Then I can
But there's a lot of it's still a work in progress. So the one story he shared with me was they simulated, they had an AI who was working in a warehouse doing boxing, like boxes, packaging boxes and everything else. And they were simulating how he would handle the stress from the work. So like they were making it faster and everything else. Like how can he handle the tempo and the boss yelling and whatever the case may be. And the AI it fried itself because it
yeah,
got so overstressed from everything that was going on in the work environment that it just burned out. Like it just, things started sparking, like the shit just fried itself. But they were trying to simulate, is that a normal thing that people, as from a psychiatry standpoint, is what's causing people to be mad at work, what's causing them to hate work, what's causing them to not have morale at work and everything else. But the AI felt so overstressed that it fried itself. So he was like, it was interesting because we were hoping that the AI will overcome because it's AI, not a human and anything else, and the thing fucking fried. So he was like, I guess the people have the same outcome. They have the same result because
I don't know.
they get stressed out at work.
I would have a question on that one. I'd be like, hey, why are we, if let's say we have a robot doing this, why are we worried about morale? To me,
Yeah.
that's the number one issue gone. Cool. That's another stressor not gone. Two, if you're a robot and then we have a supervisor who's a human and they're yelling at you, you can't hear it. That's another stress not gone. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd be that person, be like, hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Like, why do we
But
stress out
that's
a
what
robot?
they were evaluating for. They were,
Yeah, but that's not
because
what it does though.
I know, but that's for psychiatry to figure out why humans deal what goes on with them. So they were trying to simulate it with the AI to, have him be able to have all these distractions and everything else. So that way they could see why he's getting mad when the boss yells at him. Why is he not, why does he feel overwhelmed with the speed of packaging that they needed to go faster? Just little things just to try to understand why humans will get upset with things like that, with those distractors.
I'd be
And the
mad at
thing
that
just
paper.
fried, it just fucking malfunctioned. You
I
couldn't
think
take
that's
it
somebody
anymore.
like just writing that so they can be like, look, man, I still got a job. You still need me because we still don't know why these robots are breaking down. So you still
That's
need
what I
me.
told him. I said, are you scared that it's gonna replace you as a doctor? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna be needed to understand my emotions because we have AIs now, basically working.
What do you
And he
say?
was like, we're not there yet. And
I don't
he said,
know,
we're still
man.
needed. And I said,
I don't know, man.
okay.
I honestly, at this time frame, if you look at what it can do, like
Yeah.
it's replacing
We're
video
becoming
editors.
lazy, dude. It ain't replacing shit.
No,
It's replacing us to be fucking. You ever seen the movie Wally?
yeah,
You seen that movie?
dude. So this is my thought on
That's
this one.
AI. That's the AI
Yeah,
future right there. Is Wally?
dude. But honestly, you can do so much more. Like as a business owner, dude,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a logo person no more. Designs, fuck that shit. I'll just go really quick on image creator, man. I really, real talk, dude. Do you understand? I can go. I was going there. I was like, dude. I was looking just random things. I was like, that's a dope picture.
Yeah.
I could honestly put that as a T-shirt.
Yeah, but
All you gotta do is print that shit.
how do you preach AI when the population is still growing? What are you gonna do for economy then?
What do you
What are you
mean?
gonna do for monetary gains? Like your unemployment is gonna be through the roof. if
Yeah.
you utilizing AIs.
That's also why if you look at like lower birth rates, right? So I gotta be careful on this one because this is one where a conspiracy theorist person's like, you're
Let's
right
hold it
now.
for
You're
next
talking.
time. I gotta go.
No, you don't, man. You're a young guy. You got nothing to do tomorrow. You're good, man. You can sleep in. You're gonna sleep
I got a
anyways.
lot to do tomorrow.
What do you got to do tomorrow?
I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30. That's what I got to do tomorrow.
That's it.
And my niece just came back from Spain. Rolo's daughter is living with us now.
So what do you got to do tomorrow again?
I got a doctor's appointment. That's what I got in the morning.
You got time, man. You can stay up. You're gonna stay up anyways.
No, do you know what time it is over here in the East Coast?
It's 11.
You should be sleeping right now.
I'm trying to see who can last longer than me and you right now. I'm trying to see because I'm tired. My eyes are just like.
Now I'm about to fall on this laptop right here.
All right, man.
We'll save it for next time.
All right.
Latest.